Good morning. This is DCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN. This is Community Connection with the Miami County Park District. And with me this morning is Scott Myers and Amanda Smith. Good morning.
Good morning,
Clint.
Everyone's bright and cheery today.
Oh, yes. Cold.
And yeah.
Because in here it's about 100 degrees. But
It's comfortable.
But that's right. I like it.
After it's cold outside and you come back in here.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it feels great.
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Everything's getting ready for Christmas. Everything at the park.
Yeah.
Coming together for the holidays.
Yeah, it's coming. It's getting there. Whether we're ready for it or not, it'll be here. But no, we are.
Right.
We're ready. We're getting there.
Wonderful.
Planning.
Yep.
You won an award.
We did. It's actually becoming quite a trend.
Yeah, and you know what? It is.
We talk about this already. And yes, the Iowa Parks and Recreation Association, which is 1,500 professional members throughout the state of Ohio, and so organizations annually they have an awards program, and there's about 15, 16 categories of different weather programming and management and different things, and so we submitted 3 awards this year, and we got first place for our archery range as we opened at Garby Big Woods.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's a development category, and it's development up to $1 million, and we did the archery range for $15,000. So it was like, wow, that beats some much larger projects. But we do a good job. It's I think one of the things that we do well at the Park District is that we share our story, and we're able to demonstrate that. Amanda and Jesse do a great job of doing all the writing and for the awards and things like that. And there's certain criteria that you have to meet, and so we're able to meet those and demonstrate those very clearly in the applications. And I was just the other day I was counting it up, and this is the 3rd year in a row that we have won an award, and we have won 7 in the last 5 years. That's, for a park district our size, that's
amazing.
Pretty cool.
And
pretty cool.
But we have got an incredible park system.
We do. We really do.
And it actually kind of corresponds with our Citizen of the Year as well, because Mr. John Wanamaker, our board president, actually won.
So that makes it
Citizen of the
8
Year.
in the last 5 years. I didn't even count that one because that plaque's not down there.
That's right.
It's not there yet,
or he has that one.
Okay.
That was done in 2012. I think it was 2012. I think is when he was awarded. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it goes across the board with the Park District. We try to look at what the community wants and align what we're able to do with what the community is looking for and what our goals are. And there's a large sportsman base here in Miami County.
Yes.
Archery is hugely popular. There's not a public range right now, and so really the needs of the community fit this, and that's how we were able to pay for it with a grant from Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and 2, we were able to win an award because that's one of the things they look for is what are you basing these projects on?
Right.
And it
You're
really
not
is.
just doing it just because
Exactly.
you have a lot of money to do something.
Right. That sounds like a good idea.
Dublin and Franklin County Metro Parks, they win them all. But it's that's what's neat is that we're able to, for years now, the Park District has always been really good at seeing what's the need in the community. Where is there a vacancy that we could avoid, that we can fill? I tell folks many times that we're very fortunate. I go with my other parks and recreation professionals that we talk with on a regular basis. That, we're very fortunate here in Miami County. Troy, Pickwood, Tip City have great parks in their downtown areas. In their towns, in their communities. They take care of the athletic fields and the playgrounds and the swimming pools and the golf courses and those types of things, so that we can concentrate on those other voids in the community, like the conservation and the more outdoor experiences and things along those lines. So
things certainly getting more back to the outdoors. So that's a good turn on things. We spent a lot of years on video games and kids indoors.
Right.
And it's time that they can get back out. As a matter of fact, you can alleviate your stress level or drop it by spending time outdoors.
That's right. And with Thanksgiving coming up, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're trying to purchase all this stuff for the meal, and sometimes it's nice to just get out. Even 10 minutes can significantly reduce the stress level.
And the family comes into town.
And then you go back to the park.
It's fine with me, but I know a lot of people that can be stressful.
Am I going to have to send my in-laws and my parents out into nature, so I'm going to be crashing their place?
They'll be stressed Yes, they will need to go to because they'll be stressed with you coming.
But yeah, get outside, you know, even for, you know how you get sleepy after you eat a meal and stuff. Go burn off some of the calories. Have
The
that.
tryptophan and the
Yeah,
turkey.
Yes.
How do you remember those things? You always come up with the technical names for the. Anyway,
Well,
sorry. Well done.
It's a lot of
But,
watching
yeah.
Seinfeld.
That's right. But so yeah, you know, and Amanda's right. In all seriousness, it is stressful with the holidays.
Oh, it is.
Not just Thanksgiving, but Christmas and all the things that go along with it.
Well, these are the
And-
first big holidays that we have.
It is.
After the kids have gone back to school,
Right,
and you
right.
really, sometimes it's snowy or it's
Yeah.
really cold, so you are
It's just not comfortable.
kind of
Mhm.
trapped.
So, you know, have an opportunity to go out on a short walk. Just, you know, even if it's, you know, you go to Farrington Reserve and you walk to the Bikeway Bridge and stand on the top of it and look up and down the river, and it's a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
You know, that could do wonders.
Or maybe give it the Tarzan yell too.
Yeah, I mean that just that can do wonders. Yeah, go to Charleston Falls. It's 10 minutes to walk down to the falls.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes it's just go there and hear the water running, and it's just that
It's
peace
relaxing and
quiet, and
soothing.
calmness of hearing the birds and the things on this. It just does. It just relaxes you, and so it's a way to, you know, and it is. And the research is showing more and more mental health and physical, not just the physical health of being outdoors and walking and hiking and running and riding your bike, but the mental health. The research is starting to know that folks are mentally healthier when they get outdoors. So
Well, you brought up Charleston Falls. Let's talk about, you have the Evening of Lights. Is there, before we get too far into it, approximately how many lights do you set up?
well, we actually don't set up that many. Well, it depends on. It's not anything.
Are we talking luminaries?
Well,
and-
what we do, we have luminaries that line the falls, or
Okay.
line the walkway down. I'm not sure how many of those are. There's probably 60, 70, 50. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So we've got those. The gazebo where Santa comes and makes the visit, we've probably got about 500 miniature lights on that one.
Oh,
No more
no,
than that.
yeah, like 5.
No.
I mean,
No,
think
that-
about the string of
Let's see, I'm
150.
trying to think. 1, 2. Trying to figure out the strands as I'm, you know.
Plugging them
He
in.
decorates
Yeah.
it. He and
And-
Kevin go out. Right?
Yeah,
and they do
and
those.
Stephen helps us. Stephen Popes helps
So.
us as well. And I'm probably upwards to 1,000 lights probably there. And then on the falls itself are actually spotlights.
Nice.
So they're red and green spotlights that shine up on the falls. We're adding a couple additionals because we weren't real happy with how light it was. So we added a couple additional ones this year. And so there's only probably about 6 or 8 of those, but or 10 maybe.
Okay.
But we do have 1,000 lights in the rope lighting
Okay.
that are on the banisters and those kinds of things.
That
At least
lead you
1,000.
through. So the
Exactly.
pathway's
Yes.
all lit up.
Yeah, everything's all lit up and things along those lines. It's you know, so we've got lights everywhere, and it's neat because it's at night, and you know, it's just really a cool experience.
It is.
But it's more than just the lights. You've got other things that'll be happening there too.
Yeah.
We do. We have a tent where you can go and listen to seasonal music, and there are light refreshments. Our volunteers in
Cookies.
parks.
Mm.
There we go. Yeah, lots of.
You gotta like cookies.
You do. I mean, so just music,
Hot
snacks,
chocolate.
hot chocolate, a walk down to the falls, Santa along the trail. It's just a simple but really fun experience.
Yes.
And same thing with the lights. We don't have was it Clifton? What was the
Clifton Hill.
those? That was a massive amount of lights, but these lights enhance the natural landscape. So
Okay.
it's an enhancement, not a feature.
Right.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's a
how
good
you
way
would
of
say
putting
it?
it. Because it is really cool when you go down to the falls, and it's neat because the lights are shining on the water and those kinds of things. But it really does make the limestone cliffs look really cool. They're
Yeah,
just
they do.
different. They're just because it brings out the colors in the stone and those kinds
Gives
of
it
things.
the festive look.
It really
Right.
does. It's a little different than what you would traditionally think from a Christmas lighting.
Okay.
Mhm.
At the falls itself. But we try to enhance it with the gazebo where we have Santa and those lights and the lights on the railings and those kinds of things. So we try to enhance it a little bit
Right.
with some of the Christmas lighting, but it's not quite what you would think of like with Clifton.
Right.
Hill.
And you guys were just talking about, what was it, Christmas Vacation?
Yes.
Mhm.
Not a
So
Chevy
it's
Chase house.
okay.
No,
so
it's
it's not the Clark Griswold.
No,
No.
no,
No.
it's not Clark. No, it's not like Clark.
Yeah, and I haven't checked, but some years when the moon is out and the snow is everywhere, you really don't want those lights around. You just kind of want to see the natural
Yeah,
moonlight
right.
glisten off of all
Right.
the snow.
Of the new fallen snow.
That's right. So,
That's right.
yep, that's coming up. 2 weeks, December
Oh,
5th,
don't say that.
And it's
6 to 9.
6 to 9 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
at Charleston Falls. So.
Yeah. So that's cool.
And what programs do you have coming up then?
Well, tomorrow we have our Naturalist Adventure Series Rock Hounds, and that's with Spirit of Thunder John DeBoer, November 22nd, 1 to 4 at Charleston. And basically, Charleston's a great place to check out rock formations and geology. And it also coordinates, John's been doing a great job putting storybook trails with his Naturalist Adventure Series programs. So there's a book along the trail you can walk and read, and there's a rock prize. And when you get
That's
there,
cool.
you can figure out how to earn it. So if you find a rock, is the Storybook Trail book. And then December 1st, we have our adult exploration hike at 9, and that's at Garbury Big Woods
Yep.
Reserve. So
Yep.
that should be a pretty walk
You can do
out
that
there.
adult exploration hike, and then go check out the archery range.
There you
Ah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That is
yeah.
cool.
I didn't even think about that.
Trailing Mamas and Tots. That's December 7th,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12 at Charleston Falls, and then Daddy and Me, 9:30,
program.
December 12th, 9:30 to noon at Charleston Falls, and that's really cool. It's a chance for, Daddy and your child to go and have a little arts and craft fun program
Yeah.
at Charleston with our naturalists. They'll do a neat little thing that they can make for mom.
Okay.
Which is
That's
really
pretty
neat.
cool. Or grandma,
Or grandma.
or
yeah.
aunt, or sister, or whoever.
Whoever they
But,
choose.
yes, whoever they would like.
And if, your dad's not available to go, grandpa,
Yeah.
uncle,
Brother.
brother,
Yep. anybody.
adults,
Yes.
male
Yeah.
person.
So it's fun. It's a neat opportunity for them. And then December 20th is the dog social. Santa Claus dogs.
I love that.
Now, are
one.
these dogs that are dressed up and there's Santa attire?
A lot of them do. We have a lot
Yes.
of really good pictures with dogs with Santa hats or little Santa jackets, and Santa's there. So
Yeah.
even if your dog's not dressed up, you and your dog can get a photo with Santa.
Yes.
And there's always a treat trail. So
Right?
Do they
awesome
get
for the
candy cane
doggies.
bones?
Knowing John, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that same day, same time, we got Storybook Trail Night Tree at Lost Creek Reserve as well on December 20th. So those are things you can plan holiday-wise as you're coming along and that kind of thing. So it's
Yeah.
really neat. It's a fun time at the holidays getting around the parks. So.
Right. If you have guests coming in from out of town
Yeah.
and they have children, or someone coming in.
That's right.
All those things.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I think sometimes when we live in an area, we sort of forget how neat some of our areas are. I just was with we were at an event this week with some other parks and rec folks, and the director of the city of Columbus was actually in Troy last weekend for the Trojan Horse football tournament. His son was playing in it, and he'd done it a few years earlier with his younger son, and he just raves and raves about the parks in Miami County. Not just the Park District parks, but
Right.
the Troy parks and
City
and
parks.
the city parks and those kinds of things. And he said he says all the parents just go on and on about Troy and how neat it is and what a great community. And sometimes you sort of forget what you got when you're living right next door. So when folks are got family coming in for the holidays, take
Take
them
the
out and explore.
opportunity to go out and explore the parks.
Exactly. So it's just like when you have people that live near Washington, D.C. or New York or some other great tour, they sort of, I really don't go down there much because they don't think about it.
Right.
So-
It's right there.
It's right there. So it's really cool. So get out and enjoy the parks over these holidays the next couple weeks. And I guess as we're Thanksgiving this coming week, so we're very thankful at the Park District for all of our volunteers, our donors, our sponsors, our partners, all the things that we do.
Yeah.
So many things wouldn't be possible without
Not
your volunteers.
Not at all.
Right.
Your
That's for
VIPs.
Our
Yes.
VIPs,
Yes.
that's right. And
Yes.
the citizens for supporting us through
Right.
the levy.
Yes.
If it weren't, it's their parks, and they support them and
Yeah.
use them and value them. So we
Yeah,
appreciate
so
that.
we are very thankful for that. So.
So folks need to register for programs. Would be a good idea too. Even the programs that you don't have to register for.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
I like the reasoning behind that.
Well, especially now with the snow getting ready to fly, it's just a good way for us to be able to keep you informed if there's a delay or a cancellation or
Right.
something like that. So you can do that through the website. It is miamicountyparks.com, and just go to the program calendar and click there. It's really easy. You can make a phone call 335-6273, extension 109. And you could also just send an email to register at miamicountyparks.com.
Yes.
That's the second week I've done that.
Wow.
We've been
Yes.
doing this for how many years, Clint?
I know.
And now I can't seem to get the email
You
address.
got the brace on your knee.
There,
That's
that's
right.
it. It's
That's
the
it.
brace. It's sucking my memory.
Yes,
So,
but like us on Facebook,
that's right.
follow us on Instagram, follow
You'll
us on Twitter.
find great pictures that get taken out of the park.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Just a little teaser with
Yes.
Instagram. We're getting ready to do a photo contest
Yes.
Ooh.
next
It's
year.
coming next year.
It is, so that should be really cool. So
Details
sorry.
to follow.
All right.
Dun,
Thank you
dun,
so
dun.
much.
Yes, you're
Thanks,
welcome.
Clint.
This has been Community Connection with the Miami County Park District. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TC TV.